AngularJS. So in this session we are going to see HTML DOM. So DOM, it's the acronym for DOM is Document Object Model. All right. So the meaning for this DOM, it's an interface that represents how the HTML and XML documents are read by the browser. All right. And then it is used the use of this DOM, it is like it allows a language like JavaScript. It allows a language like JavaScript to manipulate, structure, and style your website. Okay. So and then in this session we are going to make use of a directive named ng-disabled. So using this directive ng-disabled, we are going to bind the application data to an attribute of HTML DOM document. So in this session, so we are going to see the AngularJS HTML DOM. So HTML, yeah, I mean, you all know what is HTML. We have already I have given sessions on HTML. So so the DOM, again, the DOM, the acronym for DOM is Document Object Model. Right. So it's an interface. It's an interface that represents how the HTML XML documents are read by the browser, and it allows a language like JavaScript to manipulate, structure, and style your website. Right. So in this session we are going to see the HTML DOM named ng-disabled. All right. So we are going to make use of this directive ng-disabled. This this HTML DOM. What is HTML? Again, HTML DOM, it is used to bind application data to the attribute of HTML DOM element. All right. So let me I'm going to create the application, AngularJS application. Click on new and go to dynamic web project, and here ing I just give D. Okay, that's it. Now you can see the application. I place a cursor over the application name ANGD, and you can see. So here on the web app, right click on web app and go create a folder. Go to new and click on folder and give the name as lib. Lib folder is created. Okay, the lib folder is created. Already I copied the AngularJS files. I'm going to paste it here. Right click on lib folder and paste it. So you can see the AngularJS files underneath the lib folder. So now I right click on web app to create an HTML file. Go to new and then click on HTML file. Now give the name as index.html. Okay. So HTML file is created. and I just give HTML DOM. Okay, as a title for this, give the HTML DOM text within the title element, so that would be displayed on the view page as a title. So we need to add the AngularJS. Make use of the script element. Go to script. Here you create the src attribute. Within this src attribute, give the AngularJS file path. So file name. Alright. So right click on AngularJS, which resides in lib folder, and go click on copy qualified name. And what I do here I paste it in the src attribute as a value. So here lib /angular.js, so that's the value is assigned to the src attribute. That's it. So here I create div element. Within this I use the default app data-ng-app equal double quotes. Okay. That's it. Here what I do, so here, so AngularJS contains few directives like ng-disabled, alright, and then ng-hide, and then ng-show, and then ng-click. So these are all the directives which can those are all the directives that can be used to bind application data to the attributes of HTML DOM element. Okay, so here what I do, I just create a table. Okay, so within this table I create tr element. So td element, here what I do, I create a button. Alright, so there is an element called button. I just create this. Okay, and I give a text. Whatever I give within this button element that would be displayed on the view page. So I give okay, I just give a text, add unnecessary text. Okay, so within this button I add an there should be an attribute. That attribute is ng-disabled. Okay, so here for this ng-disabled, so that's the directive. All right, so I assign some value. I give a value, that is enable disable. Okay, that's it. So just to remove the exclamation, you can add data hyphen, so that the exclamation would be removed. So I just created a button, uh, and over the button you can find the text add unnecessary tags. So this button is created using the button element, and within this button element I added I just have the directive data hyphen ng hyphen disabled. So this directive, this attribute is assigned with does have a value enable disable, so you can give any text here. All right, so here, and then what I do, td, here I just in this td, again it represents a in a row, it represents a cell. All right, so here what I do, I add one more, add, and I'm gonna make use of the input element. Within this input I give, I'm gonna create a checkbox. Okay, so type equal, and I key in type equal, you can see the list of options. Just I select checkbox. Okay, and then I give, and here what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna make use of I'm gonna bind the so I have just created this button. All right, with the ng disabled directive. All right, so again so this is almost a model, right? So I'm going to pass this model, I'm going to I'm going to bind this model to an HTML element, that is input. All right, so I'm going to bind this element, I'm going to bind this model. All right, that is enable disable ng disable. All right, so let me come again. So we have created a button using the attribute using the directive ng disabled. So this becomes a model. All right, so this model is passed. All right, so I'm gonna I'm gonna bind this model to an HTML element, that is input. All right, so here HTML element is the input, so I'm going to bind this model ng disable to this HTML element. So how do I bind? So here using ng hyphen model, so using this model I'm going to bind this disabled model to this, I'm going to this HTML element. Okay, so here equal, so here you need to give the value, right, which whatever the model you're going to bind, that model name should be given here. So here we are going to bind this model. All right, enable disable, that's the name of the model, so I give it here. Okay, so here the HTML element is checkbox. Okay, that is input checkbox, and the model is button ng disabled, so that's the model. So this button ng disabled is binded to the HTML element input checkbox using ng model. Okay, I believe you got it. And here I'm gonna give the text disable. All right, so that's it. So I'm gonna run this. So just to remove the exclamation, this warning, so I use the, for this ng I use the data, that's it. Okay, now it's been removed. I'm going to run this, Alt Shift X and then R, Alt N, and then select the application name ANGD, and then click on finish. Now you can see the HTML. I place the cursor on the HTML DOM, the title of the page. So how come it appears? Because we have given in the title element HTML. We have given in the title element as HTML DOM. Okay, and then you can see the add unnecessary tags button, right? And then nearby you can see a checkbox disable. All right, so I would like to disable this unnecessary tags. All right, so there is an option to add unnecessary tags. I don't want to do that, so I'm going to disable it. So when I click on this checkbox, this button would be disabled. So you see it. So here you can find the button named add unnecessary tags. All right, and nearby you can see the checkbox which is labeled as disabled. Right, so the concept is when I click on this checkbox, this add unnecessary tags button should be disabled. All right, it should be disabled. So I'm going to click on this. You can see when I click on it, it would get this button add unnecessary tags would get disabled. All right, so I'm going to click on this. See, the add unnecessary text is add unnecessary text add unnecessary tags button got disabled. All right, so that's it. When I remove this checkbox, when I remove the tick on the checkbox, you can see the add unnecessary tags button that is enabled, right? So when I click on this, it got disabled. So that's it. So in this what we have seen, right, like using the directive ng-disable, we create a model. We so using the directive ng-disable, we bind the model using the ng-disable, all right, we create a model and okay, and bind the model to an HTML element. All right, that can be input, or that can be an input checkbox element, or that can be an input button element, or that can be an input text element, or input radio element, anything it can be. All right, so we just create a model, we create a model and bind that model to the HTML element. All right, so that's what we have seen. That's for the session. Thanks for watching. Bye.